Good day, everyone. Today, we're going to dive into a topic that affects all of us: understanding typhoons in the Philippines. We'll explore the science behind them, understand our unique vulnerability, and learn exactly how we track typhoons. By the end of this presentation, we have three clear goals. First, to understand the recipe of a typhoon. Second, to analyze why our geography make us a target. And third, to learn the practical skill of tracing a storm using Pag-asa's data. What is a typhoon? Typhoons are strong tropical cyclones. It is called typhoon in the Northwest Pacific. They are large, low-pressure systems with organized thunderstorms and strong winds. A typhoon is a very strong spinning storm that forms over warm ocean waters. It has a very strong winds, heavy rain, and sometimes storm surges, flooding along the coast. Parts of a typhoon: the eye, calm center, eye wall, strongest winds and heaviest rain, rain bands, bands of heavy rain, and thunderstorms spiraling outward. The eye of a typhoon. The eye is the center of the typhoon. It usually has a diameter of 20 to 50 kilometers, sometimes bigger. Inside the eye, winds are calm and the sky can even clear up. This calmness is because air sinks in the center instead of rising, unlike in the surrounding eye wall. Does this mean no typhoon in the area? Well, not exactly. The eye itself is calm, but it is surrounded by the eye wall, which has the strongest winds and heaviest rain. If you are inside the eye, it feels calm, but the storm is still active around you. How long is it calm in the eye? The calm lasts only while the eye passes over your area. Duration depends on the size of the eye and the speed of the typhoon. For example, if the eye is 40 kilometers wide and moves at typhoon moves at 20 kilometers per hour, so calm condition may last only about 2 hours. 40 kilometers divided by 20 kilometers per hour. Once the eye passes the other side of the eye wall, once the eye passes, the other side of the eye wall arrives, bringing strong winds and heavy rain, often in the opposite direction. So it's just like imagining a donut. The hole in the center is calm, but the donut around it is the eye wall. It is where the strongest storm is located. Typhoons, hurricane, and cyclone are the same weather system, just called different names depending on location. Like in the Northwest Pacific Ocean, for Philippines, Japan, and China, its official name is termed typhoon or bagyo. In Atlantic Ocean, Northeast Pacific Ocean, and Americas, the official name is hurricane. Indian Ocean, South Pacific Ocean, or also in Australia, it is called cyclone. Worldwide, it is known as a tropical cyclone. But a tornado is a completely different weather phenomenon because it forms over land. Formation of typhoon. The primary engine of a typhoon is warm ocean water, at least 26.5 degrees Celsius. This heat evaporates, creating warm, moist air that rises rapidly. Second, sufficient Coriolis force. Because Earth rotates, anything moving over its surface, like air, gets slightly pulled sideways. This sideways pull is called the Coriolis force, just like what the images shows. A typhoon is a giant swirling storm. To form, it needs air to start rotating around a low-pressure center. The Coriolis force is what makes the air curve, helping the storm begin to spin. Why more than 5 degrees from the equator? Near the equator, the Coriolis force is very weak, almost zero. So air there does not spin enough to create a typhoon. But when a weather disturbance forms more than 5 degrees north or south of the equator, the Coriolis force becomes strong enough. Coriolis force helps a typhoon form by making the winds curve and spin. This only happens away from the equator, where Earth's rotation is strong enough to twist the air. Third, enough moisture above the surface, mid-troposphere. A developing typhoon needs a lot of moist air, not only near the ocean surface, but also in the middle part of the atmosphere, about 3 to 6 kilometers high. Think of moisture as fuel. If the air above is dry, the storm dies. If it's moist, the storm grows stronger. Enough moisture above the surface. Why it helps the storm grow. Moist air rises, in effect, forms clouds and thunderstorms. As water vapor condenses, it releases heat. That heat makes the air rise even faster, thus strengthening the storm. This creates a cycle. More rising air will lead to stronger thunderstorms, thus growing typhoon. Lastly, low pressure area or LPA. A low pressure area or LPA is like the seed of a typhoon. It helps in typhoon development because of the following reasons. First, an LPA causes air to move inward and upward. In a low pressure area, air from the surroundings rushes inward. As the air moves in, it rises upward. Rising air is important because it cools and forms clouds, which eventually grow into a thunderstorms. Rising warm, moist air fuels the storm. Low pressure areas form over warm oceans. When warm, moist air rises, It releases heat, called latent heat. When it forms clouds, this heat makes the surrounding air even warmer and lighter, causing more air to rise. This creates a continuous cycle of rising warm air, which strengthens the system. More clouds means stronger rotation. The more the air rises and forms clouds, the more the system becomes organized. The Earth's rotation helps the low pressure area begin to spin. Once the spin becomes stronger and thunderstorms cluster tightly around the center, it becomes a tropical depression, then a tropical storm, and eventually a typhoon. The low pressure area becomes the starting center or core of the typhoon. A typhoon needs a center to build around. The LPA, or the low pressure area, provides this center where air pressure is lowest, winds circulate, and cloud systems grow. Why the Philippines is prone to typhoons? Location. Location in the western North Pacific. The Philippines is in the northwestern part of the Pacific Ocean. This region is the most active area in the world for tropical cyclones. Typhoons that form here often move westward or northwestward, bringing them directly to the Philippines. Just like what is shown in the picture above. Warm ocean waters, typhoons needs warm water at least 26.5 degrees Celsius to form and grow. The Pacific Warm Pool near the Philippines provides plenty of heat and moisture, which fuels storms. Next, the position relative to trade winds and monsoon trough. Trade winds are steady that blow from east to west near the tropics. The monsoon trough is an area where winds meet and create low pressure, helping storms form. The Philippines is in the path of these winds and troughs, so typhoons are naturally guided toward the islands. In simple terms, it's like a funnel directing typhoons right toward the Philippines. Next, the Philippines is an archipelago with over 7,000 islands and a long coastline. This means more areas are exposed to strong winds, heavy rain, storm surges, or coastal flooding. Because we have so many islands and coasts, more places feel the effects of typhoon. Moreover, our location in the path of winds and storms, plus our many islands and coasts, make the Philippines very vulnerable to typhoons. What is the Philippine Area of Responsibility, or PAR? Philippine Area of Responsibility is the zone where our National Weather Service monitors and warns the public. If a storm enters the PAR, Pag-asa takes the lead in issuing local warnings and advisories.